Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel. Today is the first day of September, and it is also Mixed Media Mayhem, and of course the first day of September starts Scraptember. So I'm going to combine the two today. Mixed Media Mayhem, the recipe for the layout is tissue paper, paint, and bling, and then the Scraptember prompt is family. So I have these phone screenshot photos of our family singing happy birthday to Christopher because we sing like maniacs and we were all in different places. So we had to sing over the phone. Anyway, these are the photos, got my supplies, so let's see what I can do. So I'm starting out with some white tissue paper, and I've kind of got an idea to try something. I don't know if it's going to turn out, and I don't know if it actually did turn out because I did not let this dry, and it's still damp right now even though the layout's finished. So I think it worked, and I hope it looks even cooler when it's dry. So I just tore up a bunch of white tissue paper, and I'm placing it down with some matte media gel, just with a silicone brush. So I'm kind of building up a texture on this cardstock. Now, I think maybe in the future I would either do white on white. I think that could turn out really cool. Oh, why didn't I think about that when I did this? I don't know. I think I'm going to do white on white next. And then I'm just going to continually overlap and paint on with the matte gel medium these bits of tissue paper. Now, I didn't tear apart enough tissue paper, so I go ahead and do some more of that. I don't make you watch, but there it is. Kind of looks like a hot mess right now, not gonna lie. Then I took 3 different colors of red paint and 3 different types of red paint. I have a chalk paint, a distress oxide, and a Liquitex acrylic. And I'm just kind of mixing them up and painting over top of the tissue paper here. So it ends up looking like this, and it's showing up way pinker on camera than it is in real life. But I'm trying to figure out how I want to do my photos. So I've already cut them down, so they're 4x4 squares. And you can kind of see some of the faces and how we are basically screaming, singing happy birthday at the top of our lungs. If you were a part of the Scrapping Reflections retreat, you kind of understand how we sing happy birthday because you were there and you helped me sing happy birthday to Lana in the way that we sing happy birthday in the Reverski family. And it's a hot mess, it's a hoot and a half, and it's a lot of fun. So I'm going to go ahead and matte these photos down on here, and I matted the one in the center in a grayish blackish color, and then the 2 on the outside in red colors. And I think I'm using Cardabella Camping 6x6 paper pad to do this, even though it has nothing to do with camping. It just works. So I decided to use this globe because we are, you know, all over the place. At this, actually, we were in 4 different states when we did this. We were in Florida, California, Georgia, and Washington. So we were kind of all over the place. So I felt like the globe was totally appropriate. Now, I decided that I wanted to have a little bit of a white torn edge, so I'm placing my paper down over top of a black cardstock. And you can see I'm trying not to really press down because it's still wet. I don't know why I was so worried. I've got red paint all over my hand anyway, so it's not like I was trying to not be messy. Then I decided that the reds were too close together and the photo mat was kind of blending into the background, and I didn't want that to happen. I wanted the photos to definitely pop off of the background. So I decided to matte the 2 side photos in white, and I ended up matting the middle photo in black. And then of course the ATG ran out, so I had to refill that quite quickly. And then I'm going to go ahead and place my photos down. But of course, you know, it's starting to pop up and everything because the paper's still wet under there. So now I'm going to go ahead and get that little piece of foam here. And then I was like, duh, Sandy, you forgot to mat it. So I'm going to go ahead and mat it as well. So the foam is going to go right over top of the black mat, and I'm not stressing about it at all. I kind of like the way it looks. Now this is a debacle. So when I pulled out this bling looked red, right? It looked red. However, as I went on and started building my title down here, that bling started to look pinker and pinker. So it's going to get ripped off. I'm going to put something red up there, and that's not going to last either. Like, I did not like at all what was going on at the top of that layout. So the title is something about no cake, and because there wasn't, we weren't together. Couldn't even give Christopher a cake because he was on a trip. So we were all over the place, and I saw this sticker and it says "Imagine no cake," and I thought, okay, that's a cute title. I'm going to go with that. That kind of goes with our whole thing right here. That's where I rip off the bling and I decide to put on this red up here. But now that looks too orange. Like, it's not exactly going the way I want it to go. It doesn't have the look that I wanted it to have. And I'm like, what is going on? I've got to figure out something to do with this. So I decide that the red band up at the top is going to come off. In a minute, I'll decide that. I felt like there was a little blank spot between the torn edge and the word cake, so I just added a bit of a label, and then I just decide I'm just going to give this a torn edge up here too. That way I'll have the weight of the black cardstock on the top and the weight of the black cardstock on the bottom, and the page will feel much more balanced. So I had to rub the little ATG boogies and get that off of the paper. And then I was trying to create some sort of little cluster up here because I felt like there needed to be a decorative bit up there, but I wasn't exactly sure what decorative bit it needed to be. So I went looking in my stickers and I was flipping through and I found these Pink Fresh stickers. Mostly it's a case of the Blahs, but I put some other Pink Fresh on there as well. So I decided to take out the word imagine and put on the word sorry. So it says sorry, no cake. Which could be read sarcastically if you wanted it to. And then I decided to still use that imagine and just bring it up to the top. And it says imagine real life looks like this. So that happy birthday banner with the cake was too big. The cake was the wrong colors. So I just cut the cake off and then put in another piece of that label that I used. That silver chipboard sticker says happy. So now it says happy birthday. And then I found this hey word. I think it's in a basic gray chipboard sheet. And I decided to go ahead and put that up there as well. And what that does is bring that teal color in the globe up at the top. So now I've got this balance of color from the top of my page and the bottom of my page, and that makes me happy. Now I need to journal down here on that big expanse blackness that's at the bottom of the page, but I'm not doing that on camera. I got some things to say about that, so things will go down. And that is going to do it for this layout, you guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.